are really pushing me to the limit, then I would have knew who you was. I'm proud of you for becoming champion and how far you have gotten in the sport of boxing, but I don't remember you because you obvious you didn't leave a mark.
The work and the years that you put in, grooming an individual to become what he's going to become.
You know, take some time. I took a little bit of time out. You know what I'm saying? It refreshes you. Get you back on that.
Floyd Mayweather is angry with Gervonta "Tank" Davis after reports surfaced that Davis let go of his longtime trainer, Calvin Ford. Mayweather sees this as a big mistake and blames Davis for the split. However, Ford isn't making a fuss. He says he simply stepped back and is taking a break.
Because remember, the chin don't lift weights. That's what I always say. Anybody can be knocked out. So I don't put nothing past nobody. I can be knocked out. Hit me from the blind side.
You know, take some time. I took a little bit of time out. You know what I'm saying? It refreshes you. Get you back on that. You know, so tonight, you know, he had a chance for me not being around him a lot. You know what I'm saying? And I stepped in and I seen how he missed me and how I missed him. You know what I'm saying? I just can't wait to see that performance. I was telling Boogie, I said, damn, Boogie, you got me, Boogie. You know, so we can't wait to see Kenny here. All is here. You know, everybody was putting that energy in the air.
Floyd Mayweather and Calvin Ford have been key figures in Gervonta "Tank" Davis's career, keeping him focused and guiding him to victory. They played a huge role in his success, helping him navigate tough fights and rise to the top. But now, things have taken a sharp turn. Davis is no longer on good terms with either of them. The same people who once shaped his journey are now out of the picture, and many believe he wouldn't be where he is today without their influence.
To the head. Stop head hunting. That's how you get the head.
I need this 10, 11, and 12 on the unofficial. He's down.
Okay. He say unofficial.
On the unofficial. I gotta be honest with you. That's what you want. You want from me. Hey, that's what you want from me. You don't want nobody lying to you. I'm 100 with you.
He said on the unofficial, not the real card, here. Keep picking your shots. You took that round off, here.
That's my job. I'm 100 with you.
Well, that was fast.
In a surprising move, Gervonta "Tank" Davis has parted ways with Calvin Ford. Ford was more than just a trainer. He devoted his life to shaping Davis into the fighter he is today. He didn't just coach him in the ring. He supported him in every way, even acting as a father figure throughout his journey.
He hit me. One day I was in camp with Tank, and he had this little daughter. And he said, like a pop-pop right there. You know what I'm saying? And it made me broke down inside. And I was like, damn. And when I look at him now, I still hear little Tank, but I know he's a grown man now. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But it just shows you the work and the years that you put in, grooming an individual to become what he's going to become.
Yeah. And I'm sure you're proud of all of the fighters that you...
Man, you just don't know. And I can't wait to the next generation to come because how would I sit there and say we had a chance to learn a lot of things, to grow, to teach a lot of things. And the difference is we got a lot of, I call them manager dads, coaches dads, you know what I'm saying? That's in their life. And a lot of people don't talk about them stories because they could be doing other things.
Mayweather couldn't hold back after witnessing Gervonta "Tank" Davis yell at Calvin Ford in the ring. He was outraged by the way Davis treated the man who played a huge role in his success. Floyd made it clear, Davis should never disrespect those who helped build his career. He stressed that no matter what happens, Davis should never speak negatively about the people who guided him to the top. Mayweather also reminded him that he gave him the opportunity to become an entrepreneur and a boss, something Davis should appreciate, not take for granted.
And you're not with me no more. You don't have nothing bad to say about me because I put you in a position to become an entrepreneur or to become a boss.
How difficult is that, though, in the sense of you are doing so much yourself and you have these people, you have your team. When you say you're pushing them, are you pushing them by giving them ideas, helping them invest, or what you doing, or what you're saying is, watch me work, watch me move, I'll get you in these rooms, I'll let you have these conversations, and then use that to implement into your life?
I've spoke about this before. A lot of times I drop Jews and they don't listen. Everybody gotta get some land. Everybody wanna live where it's popping at. When you gotta move somewhere and set up shop, everybody can't live in LA. Everybody can't live in New York.
Right.
A lot of these places is too expensive.
Trainer Barry, another key member of Tank's team, kept things neutral when asked about Calvin Ford's absence. While he acknowledged Ford as a great coach, he avoided getting into any controversy. His response was simple: boxing is boxing. His words hinted that there might be more to the story, but he chose not to reveal any details about Ford's departure.
Cal was good, you know what I mean? With us, it's always good. Of course, boxing is boxing, and you can see have some unforeseen things go on. But for the most part, we had a great time.
Very good. And how's he looking at camp? What are you expecting from him on fight night?
He was sharp, just to be Tank. You know what I mean? Tank being Tank. Just a little different for us because this is somebody that's close, to us. You know what I mean? Somebody we got love for. And normally the people we fight, people we don't know. So you can be as mean as nasty as you want to. But for this fight, we got to cast our feelings aside for that 36 minutes, or whatever it is, and take care of business. That's it. Yeah.
Bill Haney, father and trainer of Devin Haney, didn't hold back when criticizing Gervonta "Tank" Davis for cutting ties with Calvin Ford. In a live interview, he claimed that Davis was the one who made the call to fire Ford. Haney also suggested that this decision had a negative impact on Tank's recent performance, hinting that Davis might not be the same fighter without Ford in his corner. Many in the boxing community share the same concern.
Won't cover the fact of the Lions podcast will not cover the fact that Calvin and Kenny they got fired. Now, if Devin fired me, it would be, huh? Well, they got fired.
I didn't know that was real. I thought that was some cat.
They're trying to be quiet. Man, they done got fired, man. Them people done got fired, man. They hoping they get hired. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, they're working on getting back.
Man, Calvin came in on there with them. He had them GTD first shorts with them GTD leggings, with that GTD Kango cap, with that GTD glasses, GTD shirt. Man, guess what? The man gave him a hug, man, and left him in the hallway. And everybody want to act like that they not really. See, they keep that magnifying glass on us, and yeah.
Calvin Ford never saw his relationship with Gervonta "Tank" Davis as just a coach-student dynamic. He has always said he was more than a trainer. He was a mentor and a father figure. Ford didn't just develop Davis's boxing skills. He also helped shape his mindset and discipline, both in and out of the ring. That's what makes this split so significant. It's about more than just boxing.
Again, it's a sticky situation. Some promoters, some managers try to move the father out the life of certain situations and whatnot. I don't think it's good because they know how the kid tick. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes it could be detrimental because we've seen certain situations that the father do too much instead of letting the athlete be the athlete. So, it's a learning experience, and I learned from them situations and whatnot, what to do and what not to do, because at the end of the day, they're their own self, you know what I'm saying, and hope that you gave them enough knowledge to be what they want to become,
Bill Haney didn't just criticize Gervonta "Tank" Davis's decision. He also threw in a sarcastic jab. He joked that Tank should have been paying Calvin Ford properly. Otherwise, coaches might start going on strike. His remark hinted at possible issues in how Davis managed his team, raising questions about whether the split with Ford was just a business move or if there was something deeper going on behind the scenes.
I think it's personal between you and Calvin. Also, his Tank's coach. Is it?
Man, I told Coach. For
those that don't know, Coach Calvin is Tank's coach, so I'm just for our audience.
And I said, listen, ain't no way your fighter gonna be checking the money that y'all talking about checking, and Calvin gonna be looking like that. I told Tank them to pay him. I told him to pay him because, or we need to go on coach's strike around this motherfucker because ain't no way Bill should be getting paid and Calvin shouldn't. And Calvin need to thank Bill for mentioning this shit.
So you saying Calvin ain't getting paid?
He said ain't no reason Calvin should be looking the way he looking if they making all this money.
Now that's the thing. They talk all that money talk. Can't be one nigga looking good and the rest of the crew if you getting thoroughbred money. You know what I'm talking about?
Again.
Yeah.
In response to his strained relationship with Floyd Mayweather, Gervonta "Tank" Davis made a bold statement. He claimed that Floyd is jealous of him and doesn't want to see him surpass his legacy. The tension between them has been building for a while, with past disagreements fueling their feud. Now, it seems the rift between them is deeper than ever.
I gotta do that.
A lot of people don't know that what Floyd do. He said.
So you feel like it was a sub, like he was subbing you, like
he was going at me. He was going at me, and I knew for sure he was going at me. That's why I went at him. There's no reason for me to go at Floyd.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Cause I feel like y'all got, I would say love hate, but it's been like the last interview you showed them love. This week it was whatever. But is that sometimes like, you know, is it just like big bro, little bro seeing things different, or what is it to you?
No, Floyd don't never. He felt as though I'm at that point where as though I passed him. And I'm doing it at a young age. Like when Floyd was 29, you'll see, bro.
Yeah.
That deal that I'm talking about.
Yeah. Oh, that's a part of
the deal. He don't know about that yet. But that's bigger than his deal.
Damn. Wow.
And I'm just releasing.
This is exclusive. That's exclusive. Bigger than Floyd deal?
Yeah.
Tank, no cap, nigga. That's a lot of bread.
Tank didn't hold back. He went even further, claiming that Floyd Mayweather never wanted any fighter to surpass him. Davis suggested that Mayweather's ego wouldn't let him accept another boxer reaching his level. This mindset, according to Tank, is a big reason why he chose to distance himself from Floyd and focus on building his own legacy.
Well, Floyd don't never want to see no one like a fighter do better than them. How the say Terrence Crawford should fight Benavidez? That don't make no fucking sense. He don't never want to see nobody be better than him. I'm telling you.
Who's next in line? This one, you're next in line.
Is there like a
last question, guys?
Is there like a love-hate for Floyd? Like,
yeah,
the fighter?
Yeah, I love the fighter. Like, I ain't gonna lie, if he was like chill, like he'll be the smoothest. But he's not. You know what I mean? He's a great fighter. And my bad. And
you're good, man.
And he, cause I don't want to say like he's just a scumbag, but it's like he's a great fighter, and sometimes he can be good, but it's like it's always I'm this.
Despite their ongoing feud, Floyd Mayweather has previously praised Gervonta "Tank" Davis. He has openly admitted that no one can match Tank's level in the ring. Even though their relationship has taken a turn for the worse, Mayweather's past comments show that he did have respect for Davis as a fighter.
But I must say this, the most exciting fighter that's acting and fighting in boxing right now is Gervonta "Tank" Davis. When Gervonta "Tank" Davis go out there and fight, he reminds me of Pretty Boy Floyd. Because Pretty Boy Floyd, you couldn't go get no popcorn. You couldn't go get no soda. You couldn't go get no candy. You don't want to miss nothing.
Floyd Mayweather has a history of mentoring young fighters, and Gervonta "Tank" Davis was no exception. From the start of Tank's career, Floyd provided him with guidance, training, and key opportunities to help him succeed in the boxing world.
Do you will come back to boxing?
Oh no. I'm not coming back to the sport of boxing. The sport of boxing was good to me. I was able to make a lot of smart investments on the outside, and I just want to help. You know, like I said, the fighters that's up and coming. You know, like I was talking about, like Gervonta "Tank" Davis. I don't understand why he's not in the top 10 pound for pound. Terrence Crawford, Errol Spence, Benavidez. The list goes on and on. There's so many tough fighters out there. So many great young champions out there that I'm proud of.
Calvin Ford spoke out about the situation, emphasizing that it wasn't personal. He made it clear that he and Gervonta "Tank" Davis are still like brothers and that the split was purely a business decision. His response suggests that he holds no hard feelings, but whether Davis feels the same way remains uncertain.
So we talked about Tank in the business now. There's talk that he could be leaving Mayweather promotions. He said he was to Brian Custer that, you know, this is his last fight.
Everybody missing, he's leaving. It's business.
Right, for sure.
If it's good business, we're gonna do what? Business.
For sure.
We're not leaving each other. It's just not on contract.
Okay. So you're still gonna do business with Mayweather?
Got you.
Right.
You have to do business. They brothers.
Right.
They brothers, and you got to remember, they the best in boxing. You got Al and Floyd. Come on.
But it's just good. How excited for you for him to have that flexibility?
It's good because Canelo do it. Garcia did it. It's been done.
Right.
It's been done, you know what I'm saying?
Both Calvin Ford and Floyd Mayweather were instrumental in shaping Gervonta "Tank" Davis's career. They supported him through the highs and lows, guiding him in making crucial decisions. Now, without them in his corner, Davis must navigate the boxing world on his own. Only time will tell if he made the right move.
Should a Tank Davis-Devin Haney fight be next?
Yeah, it should be. We already called it out. We actually flipped the coin between Devin Haney and Shakur. We don't really care. Everybody was getting on Tank about he never asked for the big fights. If you look at Tank, Tank sit there and said the time is now. You know what I'm saying? Them guys is the only guys that are they really willing to take that fight? Are they going to outprice themselves? Or they're going to take the fight? I'm old school. If I really think I'm going to beat somebody, take the money and run with it. Let's fight. If you notice, when we fought for Floyd now, we took every fight they threw at us. You know what I'm saying? We did what they asked us. That's what the company, that's what you do. I train my guys and I tell my guys, you train, you fight, you get paid. We take care of the rest of everything else. You know what I'm saying? Look where it put us at, you know? We at the top of our game right now. So right now, we just trying to see what's next, to see who's going to sign the contract to make.
Former world champion Paulie Malignaggi has also shared his thoughts on the situation, claiming that Gervonta "Tank" Davis has ruined boxing. His statement highlights a bigger debate in the sport, whether modern fighters are damaging boxing's integrity by making decisions based more on business than competition.
This former world champion boxer is accusing Gervonta Davis of ruining the sport. What do you guys think? And who do you think the former world champion is? It's none other than Paulie Malignaggi, or I don't know how to say his name, honestly. I just know that he had that whole thing with Conor McGregor, and then he couldn't even beat Artem Lobov in bare knuckle boxing. So take his words with a grain of salt. But obviously, I do agree with him to some extent. Gervonta Davis has all the skills in the world, but he's not taking the most competitive fights, you know? Lamont Roach, if he had made 4 or 5 defenses at 135, you'd be selling me a little bit. I'd be curious. But no, you're just recycling the same champion. You're not even progressing. You're killing the sport to line your pockets. I defend the sport. I want the best matchups possible. You're not going to entertain me with the B-level matchups just because they're pay-per-views, which makes a lot of sense. You know what I mean? I'm not paying for it. You know, I'm going to stream it like I would think most people are. But yeah, Gervonta Davis, I wouldn't say he's ruining the sport. I think Floyd Mayweather ruined the sport because every boxer after him just wants to get the easiest fight with the most amount of money.
After Gervonta "Tank" Davis's fight against Lamont Roach, many fans were left disappointed with his performance. Some began to question whether he was still at his peak, especially with Calvin Ford absent from his corner. Observers pointed out that Roach, a lesser-known fighter, gave Davis more trouble than expected, sparking concerns about Tank's training and overall readiness.
So Tank Davis versus Lamont Roach goes to a majority decision draw, with Tank retaining his WBA lightweight title. Now, I did not score this fight a draw. I had it 7-5 to Lamont Roach. I thought he had the ring generalship and effective pressure. You know, he was landing the jab and effective combinations. Tank, as usual, had a very low output, and he was relying on one big shot. You know, I gave Roach the first 3 rounds, Tank the next 3 rounds, and then Roach for the last 6 rounds to win the fight. Not to mention, Tank did take a knee in the middle of the fight. You know, by rule, that should have been considered a knockdown. Yes, it was to get his mouthpiece, and that's why they didn't rule it a knockdown. But anytime a fighter takes a knee, that's a knockdown. And that would have given Roach 1 more point to win the fight. Now, I'm sure they'll run it back. I mean, Lamont Roach absolutely deserves a rematch. He just had the fight of his life. He wasn't scared to go toe-to-toe with Tank. You know, landing his combinations, the bigger counters, and the more effective shots. He definitely deserves a second payday. Now, in the co-main event, Gary Antoine Russell put on an amazing performance. I think he won 11 or 12 rounds against Rayo Valenzuela. Great hand speed, good combinations, you know, masterclass to win the WBA title. And then in the featured bout, Alberto Puello beat Sandor Martin to retain his WBC title. He landed the cleaner left hands, definitely won the last 2 to 3 rounds to edge the fight. But overall, good card. I do think Roach won the fight, though.
Adrian Broner recently shared that Gervonta "Tank" Davis had confided in him about his frustrations. While Broner didn't reveal specifics, he made it clear that Davis has been unhappy with certain aspects of his career for a while. He left it up to Tank to speak publicly, but his comments suggest that this dissatisfaction has been building for some time.
No, I haven't talked to him about it, but we talked about it before. You know, we talked about it a few times, but you know, now that he is doing his own thing, you know, I hope the best for him, and I hope he's as big as the world. I don't care, you know. I just want to do good.
He keeps alluding that there was something wrong there, that he wasn't happy with the support that he was getting. You know, is there something there from what he's saying, from what your relationship with him?
That's not really for me to come out and talk about. You know, I'll wait until he's comfortable with saying and letting people know his business. But you know, now that he's on his own, you know, I hope Lord.
Despite the controversy, Gervonta "Tank" Davis has acknowledged that Calvin Ford and Kenny Ellis were more than just trainers. They were important figures in his life. He has expressed gratitude for their guidance and contributions, showing that he still respects the role they played in shaping his career.
The sport, it wasn't just like the sport of boxing. It was the love I got from it, type shit, like what I wasn't getting at home. You know what I mean? Because I only had my grandmama, type shit. So I got that, and I feel as though we built this off of loyalty and a little bit of heart. You know what I mean? Definitely, we came a long way. You know what I mean? And I just want to embrace them just as well as people embrace me. I feel as though they need to get recognition too.
That's it for today's video. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned, and we'll see you next time.